Hey everybody, and welcome to CyberTank Weekly Variety Show, hosted by the CyberTank, which is part of the Tank. I'm Collin Knopp-Schwyn. I am your host today. I am the operations manager at the Tank. Perhaps that makes me the digital operations manager at the CyberTank. Who knows? The Tank, for those who are not aware, is a nonprofit home for emerging artists, creating new work across 6 major disciplines. We do it all. We do theater, we do music, comedy, film, dance, storytelling, poetry, puppetry, public affairs, everything in between. If you've watched any of the last couple CyberTank episodes, you've had to deal with my little Animal Crossing video doing the virtual house speech. Now you just got to hear the real thing. Congratulations, and I'm sorry. So the Tank is an off-Broadway producer and also presenter. We have a home on 36th Street in Manhattan between 8th and 9th Avenues that up until about a month ago was open and then closed because of, coronavirus. And so we are finding new ways to make art happen in this time. About 6 weeks ago, exactly 6 weeks ago, actually, we introduced our CyberTank Weekly Variety Series, which was the first piece of our CyberTank programming. It's a weekly variety series where a bunch of artists respond to a different prompt. This week, the prompt is the great outdoors. And the question is, how has your relationship changed in the last 6 weeks to the indoors and the out of doors? We have a great lineup of 5 artists, some of whom I know, some of whom I don't, addressing this topic today. We're going to start off with David Pym, followed by Brandon James Gwinn, followed by Iveth Otero, followed by Kev Berry, and finish it off with Carolyn Knight. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We're going to start with David Pym. David is a videographer and projection designer. Here, he has worked frequently at the Tank, especially with our artistic director, Megan Finn. And most recently, David worked on the projections for the Tank co-production I Am Nobody, written by Greg Kotis, directed by Megan Finn, which was running up until the final day that we were open in our physical space. I really love this piece. I don't think it has a title, or if it did, I didn't write it down, and I'm so sorry, David. But please enjoy David Pym's piece here on the CyberTank. Yes, God damn it, yes. Incredible work, David Pym. If anyone in our audience works for HBO and needs someone to design a fucking killer set of title cards, holy shit, there is your piece of work. Congratulations, David. Thank you for contributing that to this week's CyberTank. A couple things. That video was gorgeous. My webcam is fucking awful. Sorry about that. Thank you for putting up with that. Also, if you are having trouble hearing this for any reason, this is my first time using this software, so give me a hoot in the comments if you need me to speak louder or do something with the volume to make myself more audible. Unfortunately, I can do absolutely nothing about the video quality. You're welcome, audience. Also, thank you to Anthony Sertel-Dean for designing the intro title card graphic and also composing all the music for that as well. Anthony is the tank's technical manager. Anthony is a real jack of all trades, jack of pretty much literally every trade. And we are so lucky to have Anthony with us. Up next, we have a song from Brandon James Gwinn. If you are around the tank frequently, you'll recognize Brandon's name, often with Ella Rose Cherry before or after it. Brandon and Ella are frequent tank fixtures. They not only run our monthly Tank Array, cabaret music and musical theater series, but they also co-wrote our co-production, The Seance Machine, which happened back, I think, last Halloween. So that would have been October 2019. Brandon wrote this song from his new album, Bullet, B-U-L-L-I-T, which should have come out sometime next month. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, it is not coming out next month. It will hopefully be coming out sometime this summer, though. So keep an eye out for that. You can follow Brandon on Twitter at BrandonJamesG. That's at BrandonJamesG. This song is called Rough Patch. Please enjoy.
Hello, friends of the tank. It's Brandon James Gwinn here, and this is my song Rough Patch from my upcoming album, Bullet. We got used to the quiet, wrote it off as we were just too different. Then the years made it all seem worse. We talk about the weather, it's not talk, it's only words. My heart had to break the silence. The time had come to open up to you. Hey, look at us, we can talk now. We learned from the years gone by. We saw this through each other's eyes somehow, and we made it through the rough patch. We'd gotten used to indifference, but it was honestly a fraud. We were interested, but just didn't know how. We danced around the issue and never left the ground. Your heart had to break the silence. Finally, you opened up to me. Hey, look at us, we can talk now. We learned from the years gone by. We saw this through each other's eyes somehow, and we made it through the rough patch. We made it through the rough patch. Part of growing up is letting you be imperfect. Part of growing up is being imperfect together. Hey, look at us, we can other's eyes somehow, and we made it through the rough patch. We made it through the rough patch. We made it through the rough patch. Thanks.
Thank you, Brandon, and thank you all for sticking with us so far. I want to plug you into a little something that's pretty exciting. The tank was founded in May 2003. This means we are turning 17 this year. Congratulations to us. And historically, what's happened every May is that we have had our annual gala. It's a great chance to schmooze. It's a great chance for us to fundraise. And that is not going to happen exactly the way it has in the past this year for obvious reasons. This year, we're going to be having a virtual tank gala, and you are all invited to that. Congratulations. You can head over to tankgala2020.org to purchase tickets. And the best part is the tickets, if you are an artist, start at just $30, which is the cheapest artist tickets I think we've ever had at a tank gala. So if you'd like to participate in that, we will be having Chef Jen De La Vega leading a cook-through of a recipe that you can get the ingredients for and then cook in your own home. If you're able to shell out a little bit more to support the tank, you will also get some bottles of wine with your meal. If you're able to, the tickets, I think the highest price ticket is $200, which includes all the ingredients for the meal that Jen is going to show you how to make delivered to your house, in addition to a couple bottles of wine delivered to your house. Jen leads you through everything. There's going to be a performance. It's hosted by a wonderful comedian, Andrea Coleman, who you may have seen in the Whack or Woke series around the tank or as part of an Armory show. And then there's going to be other entertainment as well. So you should definitely head over to tankgala2020.org to purchase your tickets now, especially if you want to get the food or wine sent to you, because you need to order those tickets by May 8th in order to have us get that food to you on time so that you have it in time for the gala, which is on, that's an important piece of information, May 19th. All right, we're going to move on to the next performance. That is by Iveth Otero. I have never met Iveth before, but I was given this piece of writing to precede this piece with. What we are outside is the reflection of what's happening inside. All that pollution is the real illness we carry inside. All the erratic ways in which we have with the source. We are all part of something greater, but we behave like isolated creatures without being responsible for our part in this sacred web of life. Let's go deep in our hearts. Let's heal the inside so that the outside can heal as well, so that we all, plants, animals, land, and humans, can live as equal, being grateful for all the gifts of our mother, the earth. Let's do our part. Let's help each other. Please enjoy this video from Iveth Otero. Thanks, Iveth, for that piece. If this is something that is exciting to you, we have a CyberTank Variety series every single week, every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you yourself are interested in producing a piece of work for it, you are always welcome to submit. The link to do so is down in the description, which is probably down here, but I'm not super familiar with the YouTube interface right now. It might be up here. I don't know. The link's down there anyway. It's a Google form. Take a look for that. The theme for next week is anger. We are going to be talking about and exploring what's got your heckles raised this month, these last 6 weeks, and what do you propose to do about it? So if you've got some thoughts on that, if you'd like to write a poem about that, make a video about that, do a dance about that, take some radical action about that, feel free and send us the results. Submissions are due Sunday, this coming Sunday, at midnight or 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, and they can be submitted through the Google form. Again, hopefully down in the comments there. We are also experimenting right now with finding ways to do longer programming here on our stream on the CyberTank. So if you have an idea for a piece of work that's a little bit longer in length and that you'd like to use the CyberTank for, you can reach out to us at our website, thetanknyc.org, and we can figure out how we can potentially make that happen. The next piece is from Tank regular Kev Berry, Tank Gadfly Kev Berry. We love Kev. Kev will also, I believe, be performing at the Tank Gala, tankgala2020.org. You can follow Kev on Twitter at KevGoshDarn. Kev is also running our monthly Fast and Furious series. We're up to Fast and Furious 38 now. These are monthly rapid responses to current events. And so feel free to reach out to Kev at his email, kev@thetanknyc.org, if you are interested in creating work that is responding directly to a piece of news that has happened recently. All right, please enjoy Kev's piece.
Hey everyone, my name is Kev Berry. I am an associate artist at the Tank. I miss my favorite building in the world on 36th Street, and I hope you're all doing okay. Over the course of, this, I have been working on what I'm currently defining as a theatrical project of unclear scale called For the Sake of Heaven, where every day I try and write a couple of pages grappling with whatever the fuck comes up that day. And I wrote this today. Today is Monday the 20th, and I wrote this today, and I hope you like it. It's called Trying to Feel Normal. It's the 31st chapter of For the Sake of Heaven. I don't remember what it feels like to be outside and to feel normal. I don't remember what it feels like to be outside and not feel watched. I always feel like I'm being glared at on my way to the store for milk. I don't remember what it feels like to have a barbecue happening on the sidewalk outside my building 3 stories down, feel like a celebration and not a curse or something to yell at my neighbors out the window about. I want to yell, go inside, go home. It's probably not a good idea. I don't remember what it feels like to sit on my fire escape and feel warmth, though that's probably because the spring is starting later than it should have and the climate crisis is currently being gentle while there is a global health crisis. I climb outside sometimes to social distance, see a friend from 12 feet up, and sit sometimes with coffee in the sun on a beach towel, using it as a cushion. But I don't remember what it feels like to lay out there in the sun, carefree and tan for hours. There's that form of cooking. I think it's convection, I think, where the air circulates in the oven around the food, which helps it cook faster or more evenly or something like that. That's what I want to feel on the fire escape. I want to feel summer's convection, challenging my conviction that I can bear the heat of the height of day and focus on my book, on my play, on my copy of Bon Appetit magazine. I don't remember what it feels like to be able to focus on reading. When all of this began, I bought a lot of books, and I told myself I'd become a bookworm, returning to the state of bookwormishness I lived in as a child, listening to the shattering quiet of the night being broken by characters in my books, invading my headspace, invading my heart space, bringing me along for the ride. I bought a lot of books, and I keep ordering books. I'm addicted to ordering books. I have an overwhelmingly large pile of books to get through. I keep telling myself, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day I start to read. Tomorrow is the day I read. Every day I inch closer to actually starting to read, to being productive enough, to getting enough done, writing and cooking and working out, and getting up early enough that I have some time to read in the soft pink chair in the corner of my room, or to pull myself out onto the fire escape and focus on the queer canon. My heart will beat and beat and beat and beat, and it will anticipate what tomorrow's first breath might bring, and I hope it brings stories back into my life. I don't remember what it's like to share a space with folks and spin a yarn, the sensation of walking out on stage, saying hi to the audience, their smile of anticipation, knowing what I've done in the past and what this performance could bring, could become, could be. I miss it. I miss the feeling of calamity and travesty and sharing that with friends and strangers. I don't remember what the keypad to get into my favorite building in the world feels like, what the buttons feel like against the pads of my fingers. I don't remember what garbage smells like in heat, though if I close my eyes I can feel the physical sensation of the smell blast against my cheeks, wash over me, and I'm walking down a side street in Soho after work. I'm back there. I don't remember what it feels like to just need to run to the store to grab something quick. I don't know what it will feel like in the future. I don't remember what it's like to go outside and feel normal. But I hope I get to go back there real soon. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Kev, for that wonderful piece. Kev, I know, just accused me of calling him a gadfly in the comments over there, wherever the comments are, to which I say, I'm sorry, but also, I wouldn't change anything. It is time for our final piece here in just a second. I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in for this week's CyberTank. I want to encourage you all to submit something for next week's, again, on the topic of anger. Who will be hosting it? Unclear to me. I don't know. We'll figure that out soon enough. I also want to say that this has been a really good day to have this particular topic of the CyberTank on. Because here in Brooklyn, at least, we are 2 thunderstorms deep into the day, which has made me feel a lot more connected with the out of doors than I was previously. I grew up in Minneapolis, which is on the plains, sort of in between 3 different biomes, actually. But out in Minnesota, we'd get a lot of these big rolling thunderstorms that just sort of track their way across the earth. One of my housemates, Landry, is from Texas, and Landry also comes from a place where thunderstorms just sort of march their way across the flat earth in a way that is monumental like nothing else. And today's thunderstorms felt a little bit like that to me, which made me feel like I was back in the Midwest, and made me feel more connected to the outdoors than I have been in quite some time. So thank you, thunderstorms, for that. It was quite a trip. Our final piece today is called The Great Outdoors. It's from our former intern, Carolyn Knight. Carolyn does wonderful work, including this piece, which I got in an email yesterday, and it made me laugh so much for reasons I don't fully understand. I'm curious to know if it does this Great Outdoors. We just have a disconnection and a reconnection there. I'll just read that bit again in case we missed it. This is Carolyn Knight's The Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors is composed of 35mm still scans and high-8 tape scans mixed together to explore the polarity between the 2 film textures. Please enjoy the final piece from Carolyn Knight. don't know what it is. Something about that tickles my heart in ways I don't understand. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for that piece, and thank you also to David and to Brandon and to Yvette and to Kev for their work today. This has been the CyberTank Weekly Variety Series, hosted by me, Collin Knopp-Schwyn. Intro and title music and card by Anthony Sertel-Dean. The sun is shining directly into my eyes right now. Jeez Louise. We will be here again next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, if you want to submit something, you can do so at the link below. Next week's theme is anger. What else is there to say? Godspeed and good luck. I just got a text saying Godspeed and good luck. Thank you so much. And yeah, hope you're all doing okay out there. See you next week.